Happy Saturday morning, Greg.
Hello, mate.
How are you?
All right, thanks.
Good. Glad to be here.
You had a shave?
Yeah.
You look younger.
Thanks. Coming up on today's show, Greg, we are talking about brands that changed their names and 80s magazines that we couldn't live without.
Well, Jason,
Yes, Greg.
I don't know whether you've noticed, but we've nearly hit 8,000 We've got nearly 8,000 people following us.
That is easy for you to say.
It is, isn't it?
I know, it's good, isn't it? Our subscriber count has doubled over the last month or so.
One month.
Is fantastic. Thank you, and welcome to all our new subscribers. Please share and like all of our videos, and maybe we can double it to 16,000 in another month.
16,000.
Yeah. But thanks for subscribing, welcome, and hopefully you'll enjoy our videos. Starting with this one, Greg, what are we talking about?
I don't know, one of you wrote down on the script.
No, it's your idea, this bit.
Oh, is it? The brands?
Yeah.
Well, I just thought, Jason, lots of brands that when we were kids, they've changed, haven't they?
They have.
And I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Well, we're going to find out why.
Well, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
So, take yourself back to 1990, Greg. How did you feel
Well, my hair was about here then.
when this became the name of your beloved chocolate bar?
Oh, this baffled me, this does. I still get quite... I'm not angry, because that's ridiculous. I'm not angry about it, but I don't understand it. Why?
For those of you who don't know, and particularly some of our new subscribers who are from America and other countries might not know, that this was called something else here in the UK right up until 1990. Wasn't it, Greg?
Yes.
We knew this as a marathon bar. Biggest and the best. And apparently Mars Confectionery own Marathon and Snickers, and they changed the name just to bring it in line internationally, so that all over the world their chocolate bar was known as a Snickers bar.
But why wasn't it called Snickers in the first place then?
It was in America.
Yeah, but why wasn't it here?
Don't know.
Do you think because it rhymes with knickers?
Maybe.
I mean, I don't think other places call pants knickers.
No, maybe.
Well, I say
that's it.
pants. See, pants over there are trousers.
Why don't we phone up Mars Confectionery and see if someone can tell us why it was called Marathon?
Because I think they've got other things to do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Like run a global billion-dollar company?
That probably wouldn't have been a global billion-dollar company if it was called Marathon.
But it did anger quite a few people in the 90s, didn't it? And I still know people who still call it a marathon and refuse to call it Snickers.
I think it sounded... I don't know, maybe it's me, but I think Marathon sounded English, British. Am I wrong? Snickers sounded like it's a...
It sounds sporty, doesn't it? Like, run a marathon.
Yeah, I don't know.
Eat one of these and you can run a marathon. Maybe that's what they were going for.
Well, you wouldn't be able to, would
I'm
you?
going to try it.
Yeah, I bet you are. What, which bit? The eating it or the running
Yes,
afterwards?
the
Yeah,
eating.
okay, yeah.
So that was Marathon. Changed its name to Snickers here in 1990, for which it was globally known already. So there you go.
Snickers, how you say, Snickers bar.
Bar, cafe. There's one down the road. Now, you go out here, you take a right and...
In the spirit of international understanding, Marathon has changed its name to Snickers. It's still packed with peanuts and still covered with the smoothest milk chocolate. But now, for Marathon, say Snickers.
Excusez-moi, have you got the Snickers?
No, love. It's just the way I walk.
Snickers. All that's changed is the name.
Et vous pouvez vous taire, hein?
Opal Fruits, made to
Make your mouth water.
fresh with a tang of citrus, pure natural fruit flavours. No? I'll put that advert in a bit.
I think you better.
But Opal Fruits, these are our friends at Mars, up to their old tricks again, Greg. Mars Confectionery changed the name of not only Marathon to Snickers, but they were the ones responsible for changing Opal Fruits to Starburst. Why?
Right. You know, if I said to you, I've got this new sweet, it's called Opal Fruits. Right. What would you think?
I think, well, that sounds like it's going to make my mouth water.
There you go. Now, got this new sweet for you. Starburst.
Well, what's that?
I don't know.
Is it a chocolate bar? Is it?
Is it bursting with stars? What's a
Chew?
star?
What is it?
Burst with stars. I mean, it doesn't say. If it said something like Flavour Burst, you know,
That would be rubbish.
it would be rubbish, yeah. But how about Fruit Burst?
I think there already is a fruit burst.
How about Opal Burst? I mean, I'm just trying to get something, going
Why didn't they just leave it well enough alone?
Starburst doesn't tell me anything.
No.
Mind you, what,
Opal
Marathon?
Fruits. At least we knew that Opal Fruits were like fruit flavoured, didn't you?
You know, they mess with your head, don't they? They get you to buy these for years and years and years and remember their name, and then they just change them.
Well, if you want to start talking psychology, Greg,
What?
people become emotionally attached to brand names, don't they? We had an emotional attachment to the brand Opal Fruits. So when they changed it to Starburst, and similarly with Marathon, when that was changed to Snickers, it genuinely upset us, didn't it?
Well, I didn't lose sleep over it, if I'm honest.
I think I might have.
In fact, I didn't actually give a monkeys, to be honest.
All right. Well,
In fact, I don't now, but it's just something to talk about, isn't
lots of people did, and I bet you in the comments, Greg, that lots of people will say about their disgust for the names changing.
it? I think you're right.
I am.
I know.
In the spirit of evolution, Opal Fruits is changing. Not its taste, just its name. To Jungle Drops. Chimpy Chompies? How about Starburst? Now we're making progress. Opal Fruits is now Starburst! Yes!
So we're moving away from the Mars Confectionery Company now, because we're not happy with them, are we? What about this, Greg? I know this one makes you unhappy.
Look at that logo. That says it all, doesn't it? That was such a great logo.
World Wrestling Federation, better known as the WWF.
Well, I think most people know the reason why this changed.
I was going to say, I don't need to look this one up, do I, Greg?
No.
Tell us why this changed.
Well, ladies and gents, because the World Wildlife Fund were not happy with them nicking their initials, really. But I still think, they're two different companies. I mean, if you think you're going to see two pandas in a wrestling ring, you're getting a bit deluded, aren't you?
Yeah, but the World Wildlife Fund did market themselves as the WWF, didn't they, before WWF came along?
But they're helping each other out, really, aren't they?
I don't know, are they?
Well, who's going to send donations to the wrestlers?
Have you seen some of them?
But that logo was great, and then they changed it, and it was, well, this is the new one, isn't it?
Yeah. What's it called now?
What? I've never understood this. That was WWF, and it was spelt WF, but at least you got away with it. It was the Wrestling Federation.
Yeah.
Now it's called World Wrestling Entertainment. Where's the E?
Well, there was an E, wasn't there? And then they've dropped it. There was a WWE.
Yeah.
When they went from WWF, went to WWE.
No, you're wrong.
Yeah.
No, they never had an E. They never had an E on there, ever.
They did.
They never.
I'm sure they did.
They never.
Let's just pause while I have a look.
Okay.
So, should we move on?
No.
Why?
Because you've got to apologise.
There never was an E on the logo, Greg. You were correct. I was not.
That's right. And I accept your apology.
Anyway, they changed it from WWF to WWE, standing for WW Entertainment, didn't they, Greg?
Standing for WW Entertainment. You're so
Wrestling
angry. You've got
Entertainment.
everything wrong now, haven't you?
I'm seething.
Yeah, there was no F. Because it's gone. Because they made it to WW, but there's no E. So World Wrestling. That's it.
Get this, because the World Wildlife Fund told them to take the F off. Anyway, that's why they changed their name.
Wish you'd F off.
Shall I get them out?
What? Now?
Yeah.
What, do you want to get them out and talk about them?
Yeah.
If you want to.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really want to. This time in the morning, to be honest. Oh, yes. Yes. Look at these. Hey?
80s magazines, Greg.
Can I just say something? I don't quite remember them being this thin and flimsy.
Yeah, they were.
I think I mainly got the specials. You know what they did their special on for Christmas time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, these are brilliant.
Oh, Tiffany.
Oh, I think we're alone now.
I love Tiffany.
Was that your pin-up?
Yeah.
Was it? Really?
Yeah, I love Tiffany. I think we're alone now.
I think mine was Pamela Anderson.
Doesn't have to be anyone else. Somebody once got in touch with us on the 80s magazines who, remember I told the story one episode? He was like in love with Tiffany and he found out her phone number in America and phoned her house and ended up becoming like really good friends with her and went and stayed with her family and everything. Do you remember?
I think I remember that story, yeah. And I think at the time I remember thinking then, he must be a psychopath.
No, it was in the news and everything. Sent us all the cuttings. He was like really nice guy. Sent us the message about it and everything.
Yeah, but she must have thought that's a bit odd.
It's different times then, wasn't it, Greg? Different times.
Should we phone Pamela Anderson up?
No. Anyway, Looking magazine. I owe you nothing. Whoa.
Have you heard about Bros? Have you heard about Bros?
Yeah.
Have you heard about Bros?
Pulled all the dates, haven't they?
Well, if you don't know about Bros, they were touring again, weren't they? And I think they were doing like 8 gigs, weren't they, around the country? And they're only doing 2 now.
I know, yeah.
And they reckon it's due to unforeseen circumstances. Tickets didn't sell.
Apparently there's about a few hundred tickets left for the ones that are still on. So, anyway, 80s magazines. These will probably mean nothing to our American subscribers, but our UK subscribers will love these magazines, looking at these. Looking magazine came out every week, and it was the junior TV Times, Greg.
Was it?
Yes. If you look, there's TV listings in there.
Rick Astley.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down.
Yeah, it does have TV listings in. Funny enough, half of it's American. He-Man. Michael Jackson Michael Jackson? They had a Michael Jackson concert on.
Looking was a children's magazine which centred on ITV's television programmes in the United Kingdom, and it was subtitled The Junior TV Times. It ran from the 9th of January 1971 to the 12th of March 1994. That's a long run for a magazine, isn't it?
94, yeah, that's about right.
Briefly, in 1985, BBC-based Rival appeared. We'll talk about that shortly.
5-star, the comic.
System Addict. Yeah, as you can see, it did have lots of pin-ups of pop stars. It had comic strips of our favourite cartoons.
Danger Mouse.
Duckula. Cannon and Ball had their own comic strip in this as well, if I remember rightly, but I can't find that. Tiffany. TV listings, Greg. Let's have a look. What was on TV in our region? The central region, Greg. So, this was Saturday the 17th of December 1988. Started with Motormouth in the morning.
Oh yeah, I love Motormouth.
Followed by Gymnastics. Followed by The Snow Spider. 5:35 was How to Be Cool, and 7:20 was Beatles About. You'd better watch out. What about After School?
We can still talk about it, can't we?
Yeah. After School on Monday the 19th of December, Greg.
Inspector Gadget.
4:10 was The Ratties. Don't remember that, do you?
No.
4:20.
I can't see, what is it? The Real
Busters.
Didn't realise that was
4:45 Nightmare.
Oh, that's amazing, Rhino. Go on.
5:15 Blockbusters. 7 o'clock Krypton Factor.
What was that? Krypton Factor?
Yeah.
That was going into the evening session then, wasn't it?
So we would have come home from school and watched that, Greg.
Oh, I love it. Love that.
Brilliant. Then, in 1989, the BBC... That's mine. From 1988, Greg. It's not a pretend one. The BBC brought out their own version called Fast Forward.
Oh!
Fast Forward, Forward.
The legend that is Philip Schofield. He's not on telly very much, is he?
No, even 30 years later, Greg, he is still on TV. Grange Hill comic strip, because obviously that was a BBC programme. Bits and Pieces. Don't know what that is. Oh, Trevor and Simon there, look.
Trevor and Simon.
There he is, your hero. Philip Schofield.
He's just on everything, isn't he?
Remember when he dyed his hair brown all the time? And then he admitted that it was grey. Whereas I just going grey gracefully, Greg, aren't I? I mean, what's this comic strip? Biker. Aha! Biker. Groove. Down at Biker Groove. Aha! 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 Do you not watch it?
Yeah, I just wanted to see how you did that ending, and you did it as bad as I thought you would.
Did it really well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, who are they? New Kids on the Block.
Oh, NKOTB.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh.
Hanging tough.
Oh, oh, oh. Here's some BBC magazine TV listings.
Go on then, tell us on.
So this was 1989. And on Thursday, the 22nd of November, after school,
Yeah.
it was Children's BBC Ready Teddy Go at 3:40. It says, CBBC starts a bit earlier today. Philip Schofield shows how some people have raised money this year for children in need.
Oh, well done, Phil. Yeah, I'll take that back.
4:05
4:05?
4:05 was clockwise. Don't remember that.
That's why you never made it.
4:20 Fantastic Max. Remember that?
No.
Fantastic Max.
No.
Along comes Max with his 4-ply diaper and that safety pin. No.
It really is top-notch viewing, isn't it?
4:35 Maid Marian and a Merry Men.
Yeah, I never liked it. I know, everyone loved it. I know everyone loved it, but I wasn't a fan of that.
Marian.
Yeah, we don't need theme tunes of everything.
Why not? 5 p.m. news round. Always turned it off.
Did you?
Yeah. John Craven. Did my head in.
Did you have a stutter then, or were you doing the theme tune? Still didn't know.
Yeah,
There we go.
I was doing the theme tune. Didn't really watch Blue Peter. Switched over to ITV at that point. Then back to BBC for Neighbours.
Followed by Top of the Pops, presented by your presenter this evening. And then EastEnders.
It's Anthea Turner, it's alright.
Oh, right.
Anyway, then Tomorrow's World. Birds of a Feather.
Birds of a Feather. That started early, didn't it? Can you stop doing that?
Alright. Anyway, that's fast forward. There were a couple of other magazines that I don't actually have a copy of here, Greg, that were very popular. Would you like me to show you them?
Well, I guarantee I know what one of them's going to be.
Well, there was this one. Just 17.
Well, I remember that being a complete girly magazine, Jason.
Well, you had it, didn't you?
No. But you remembered it, obviously.
Of course I do, Greg. I was a paper boy. I delivered it to several houses.
Did you?
Yes. Had a quick read before I did. All about trips to meet the home and away gang in Oz. Articles about Andre Agassi. You know, all that stuff.
You got long hair there.
Has he? Oh, yeah, he has, yeah. So that was very popular with the girls, wasn't it, Greg? Along with this magazine here.
Yeah.
George! Smash Hits. Oh, those were the days, look. George! Song words in the middle, didn't they? George! Yeah, alright, Greg. Had song words in the middle. You opened it up.
Smash Hits was the one, wasn't it? That was the one. I mean, Looking and Smash Hits had to be the main two. Have you seen how bald he is now?
No.
He's bald.
Was he?
Yeah.
Did you know that George Michael named him as a writer on many of their songs, even though he didn't write any songs, just so that he
He wrote Careless Whisper on a bus, and yet he got half the rights for it.
That's how generous George was. So there's some of the magazines from our childhood, Greg. As I said, I was a paper boy and delivered most of these, but I also got Looking every week myself.
You nicked it, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
I bet number 17 never got their copy of Looking because you had it.
Number 17, I've been on the phone again. No, Looking. Well, wasn't in my bag.
No, Looking. Tell them you didn't. I just happened to glimpse in the front window when I was walking past.
Shall I move on?
I think you better.
Go on.
That was a tester this week, Jason. That was a test.
What?
Well, I was checking to see if I do that, if you get ahead. Look, every time. I think you've got some sort of problem with my card.
It's not so much the card.
What is it then?
Never mind, carry on.
Okay, world, brace yourself. Here we go. Jason, when I was on holiday, my wife was hit by a tidal wave of tonic water. She got swept away. Swept away. Swept.
Time for a commercial break.
Rock, Lord, rocks that come alive. Rock, Lord, fighting to survive. Living rock with strength and might. Rising up to crash and fight. Rock, Lord, powerful living rock.
You control their appearance, but no force in the universe can contain the power and the fury of Rock Lord.
Shaking, quaking, crashing, breaking. Rock, Lord, powerful living rock.
So separately new from Tonka.
They're gonna fight! They're gonna fight! I thought Daniel wouldn't fight. He's got no choice. Justin, you must fight to the finish. Fight. Remember, Daniel, son, true strength comes from heart. He's gonna do it.
Discover the secrets of karate with Karate Kid Tri-Action figures.
Concentrate, Daniel, son.
They chop, twist, and kick. Karate Kid Tri-Action figures are each sold separately. And for more action, look for the Karate Kid Competition Center from Remco.
Strange truths, Greg, or fake news. Remember last week?
Oh, in other words, news or not.
Yeah. Well, we did 2 news stories last week, and we asked you, was it fake news or a strange truth? Pizza Hut story, Greg. That was a quick... If you didn't watch last week, that was a story about some shoes that Pizza Hut have invented that can order your pizza by pressing them. Did you think that was true or false?
Absolute bull.
It's true, Greg. Pizza Hut have invented some shoes that can order pizza. However, they are a limited edition, and I think it's more of a marketing gag than anything else. 64 pairs have been made. 64 pairs have been sent out to influential people on the internet. Clearly we haven't got a pair. And you can use the button on the shoe to order a predetermined takeaway pizza.
Well, how do you know what you're ordering?
You've already set the order up, so it's like a regular order or something. So say you order a 12-inch every week. You just press your button and your regular 12-inch will turn up.
Now that sounds good.
The other story, Greg, that we talked about, that's been all over the interweb, is the head in Art Attack.
Oh, yes.
Apparently has the word sex written in his hair.
Yeah, because you're using your power of knowing people on this one.
I am, yes. I can categorically tell you that
he spoke to the head.
It is untrue. I spoke to a friend of mine who worked on Art Attack. He said there is no way that the word sex was put in there on purpose on the head puppet, and anything that has been made out on some grainy images on the internet is just people seeing what they want to see. So there you go, that was fake news.
So it's not there then?
No. Well, that is all we've got time for this week, Greg. On Tea and Toast. If you would like to send us anything, please send it to this address, tnt@totgoo.com. That's tnutter@tot.com.
Doesn't have to be in capitals.
Does not have to be in capitals. Perhaps you will end up on the FOF.
FOF.
That's frigid fame, Greg, to anyone who doesn't know.
Do you find we're becoming newsreaders? I mean, we're very like... I know you've said that, but we really are.
We will be back on Wednesday.
Wednesday? Well...
TNT Extra.
We'll do that now, aren't we?
Well, for us, yeah.
Yeah.
But yours to it on Wednesday. Thanks for watching today. See you Wednesday.